Are you a high-income earner debating on if you should invest in real estate? Well, look no further because I'm going to explain several reasons why you should. My name is Ariel Herrera with the AnalyticsAriel channel, where we bridge the gap between real estate and technology. I'm going to explain why the golden handcuffs are not what you want for the long term and how you can get financial freedom using real estate as a vehicle. If this is the type of content that you enjoy, please subscribe to our channel to see more of it, as well as like this video so I know that you want to see more content similar to it. All right, let's get started. So I recently came across a news article called Why Software Engineers Should Consider Investing in Real Estate. And it completely spoke to me because it's one of the ideas of why you shouldn't just be settled in a high income job and why you should look into financial freedom to ultimately set you free. So if you want to go deeper into this news article, you can click the link that I have in the show notes. However, I'm going to give you a high-level overview of what this article is all about. So they paint the picture that maybe you're working for a FAANG company like Facebook, Amazon, Netflix. You're making a good amount of money in the six figures or up. You maybe dabbled or thought about financial freedom, and this is the reason why it's very important. I love this part where they say, are you playing baseball in golden handcuffs? And they say, what does baseball have to do with golden handcuffs? Well, the idea of golden handcuffs is that you're getting high income, you're getting juicy perks in the office, maybe you're getting free meals, and you're getting retirement plans. This all sounds amazing. It's the American dream, right? We work for a company, we put our time in, and then we're able to reap some benefits monetarily. However, when you have these golden handcuffs, as good as they sound, they are still handcuffs. You have to work a certain amount of hours every week. You don't have the flexibility to say, hey, someone's sick in my family. I'm going to be okay if I spend 4 to 6 weeks just taking care of them. I can go to a baseball game with family at 2 p.m. to watch my kids play. Those are all things that aren't readily available when you're in those handcuffs of working for someone else. Now they give a good picture as to what certain steps are. So a junior engineer could possibly be making $225K a year, fresh grad going into one of these large companies. And if you're also in the higher end, you could be making even more money. Now, this is really great because you're getting recognized for the work that you are doing. They also discuss here how you could make about $1 million by the time you're in your early 30s. However, this doesn't technically always happen. As we know, Americans usually spend everything that comes out them. There's life creep. So now you're making more money. Now you're going for the 600K home instead of the 300K home that would normally suit you. Now they talk about the baseball player effect, meaning that there's fresh blood that's coming to churn into the industry. So for example, you're starting in your 20s in a software engineering role, you're making great money, you're spending 60 plus hours a week, but you're going to have burnout by the time you're in your early to mid 30s. Now, as that burnout comes, you're probably thinking, okay, well, I put all this work into this company. They're going to reciprocate by adjusting to my new schedule that I need now that I have kids and now that I'm burnt out from these long hours. Not necessarily, because there's new individuals who are in their early 20s who are willing to put those hours in, and essentially you're competing against fresh blood. So although everything may seem like it's in place for the first 10 years of your career, you do need to have a future vision as to, hey, this may not last forever. This may not be sustainable. I need to set myself up for the future with financial independence. That if it comes to this point, I have the ability to still sustain myself. Now the article goes into why you should consider investing now. It's because time is of the essence. For example, say if you're parking your money in a property versus going out to a club and spending $2,000 in a night on bottle service, you can actually see your wealth grow over time. And by the time you're in your mid 30s, for example, you can actually have a large amount of equity in these properties that you could use for other things, like getting more properties or potentially opening up a business. They do dive into real estate versus stock, but it is comparing like apples and oranges. I prefer real estate for my own investments because there's people who already do the stock market every single day. That's their jobs. There's no way I can compete against that if I have a 40-hour plus work week. And second, real estate is actually tangible, whereas I have no control what Apple, the company, is doing in their headquarters and how they're releasing their products. Then they go into real estate syndication. And this is another option if you're looking to purchase property. You could be a part of a syndication or you can create your own as well. Then what I really love is towards the end, they actually go into an example of what a software engineer looking to diversify into real estate looks like. And I love knowledge and it touches it very deeply. So here they say to dive to blogs and podcasts. So if you're completely new to real estate, highly suggest that you dive into Bigger Pockets as well as other real estate syndication podcasts. But don't get stuck in trying to acquire knowledge and not doing anything with it. That is pretty much from my end worthless. You need to put action into the things that you do. So try to buy a first rental, set a date of when you're going to get it, and don't back down. You could also look into house hacking a home. So either renting out by the rooms or having a multi-family where you're renting out other units. You could also passively invest depending on what your total income is. You could be an accredited investor. As well, networking is huge. If you're unsure of taking the leap, network with other software engineers or with just other people in general who are in the real estate space. It'll give you a lot of clarity and you'll feel a lot more comfortable knowing that people just like you have also achieved financial freedom. All right, that's my tip of a recent article that I've read that sparked my interest. If this is the type of content you want to see, please like this video as well as subscribe to this channel. Thanks.